Flight Sports TV, man. That's my dude. I rolls with him.
You heard what the man said. It's Flight Sports TV.
Like I said, Flight Sports TV, that's where it's at.
Flight Sports TV.
What's going on, people? It's Flight Sports TV. I appreciate y'all for checking with me. You already know what it is. We're back with another one of them things. The Super Bowl matchup is set, ladies and gentlemen. I can't wait to get into it. This is going to be an amazing encounter. Let me know where you got your money on. You know, we have some unbelievable games to break down, especially starting with this last one with the Cincinnati Bengals. You know, I know a lot of people is going to be saying a lot of different things. I can't wait to get everybody's thoughts. The referees really had a hand in this game today, you know, but the Super Bowl is set, you know, so that's definitely something that we need to discuss tonight. You know, who do you have? Put your picks down right now. Shout out my man SMG. Devin Haney said, yeah, that video, look out for that video dropping tonight. Shout out SMG Cash out. You already know. There's a lot of things going on in the sports world, you know, but nonetheless, man, Jalen Hurts had himself an unbelievable night. So did Patrick Mahomes. So did everybody, especially Joe Burrow. I'm telling you, Joe Burrow, if nothing else, I thought he would have did it. Shout out DL Olstein, says so proud of Jalen. Facts. Rap Guy Reloaded. Facts. Shout out Flight Sports TV, the hottest in the street. Shout out Rap Guy, said he got the Chiefs. I got my man Uncle Vern in the house. What's it down, Unc? Shout out Uncle Vern. We got Uncle Vern in the building discussing some real NFL politics tonight. We got the Super Bowl matchup. Everything's a go. You know, I like what the Philadelphia Eagles have done. You know, they definitely have revitalized their situation. Nobody would have seen this coming from Jalen Hurts, you know, starting this season. Nobody expected this, you know, but they stomped their way all the way to the Super Bowl. And I'm telling you, there's going to be an amazing encounter between two great quarterbacks. You heard Patrick Mahomes after the game. They asked him about the Philadelphia Eagles. He stated that he was watching his team all year long, you know, so I'm pretty sure he's going to be highly evaluating this team, but I believe that these quarterbacks is going to decide the fate, you know, of each of their football teams. So it's going to be intriguing. The Super Bowl is going to be very exciting. I think we actually going to have a game that could possibly go down to the wire. You know, remember I said that. Shout out teamwork in the building. I see everybody. Rap Guy says we got a good Super Bowl this year. That's facts. Oftentimes we don't get a good Super Bowl. Or if we think it's going to be a good Super Bowl, it turned out to be a doozy. So I don't see it. Do you see Philadelphia blowing out Kansas City? Do you see Kansas City blowing out Philadelphia? You know, it seemed like they on a crazy collision course. You know, Cincinnati, they was a tough opponent. You know, I thought they had them. You know, they got nothing but themselves to kick for what occurred. You know, Joe Burrow, they had themselves a hell of a drive that could have took them down and sealed the fate, you know, for the Cincinnati Bengals, but it was all messed up. They was double teaming, you know, the receiver, Lamar Chase. You know, that was crazy. What they did to him, you know, it just made absolutely no sense, you know, whatsoever. Rap Guy says it'll go down. It's definitely going to go down to the wire. Let me know who you got. Everybody right now, who you got in the Super Bowl. Put your Super Bowl picks down now. There's no more waiting. There's no more thinking. The Super Bowl matchup is set. Rap Guy said it's Mahomes' league. I don't know about that. You know, Cincinnati was right there. You know, that's something that you got to remember. I like what Joe Burrow is doing, believe it or not. Joe Burrow is the truth. They'll rig it for Mahomes. I don't know. You know, I thought I thought my man Joe Burrow, he did enough to win it. Unfortunately, things didn't go his way, but it is what it is. You know, let me know like I said, let me know who y'all got your money on this year for this year's Super Bowl. There's gonna be a hell of a game. The Super Bowl it brings out all the casual fans, even if you don't watch football. Everybody's watching the Super Bowl. And I believe that casual fans will be in for a hell of a game, between these two quarterbacks. Like I said, Jalen Hurts, surprise of the year. Patrick Mahomes, the way they won it, was just unbelievable. Same could be said for the Philadelphia Eagles, because I know nobody would have thought they would have just steamrolled through like that. But Jalen Hurts, man, a historical year. They're headed to the Super Bowl. So he been through a lot since he came in the league. He didn't start. Jalen Hurts was a second round quarterback, pick number 53. We all know the history. Involving Mr. Joe. Pardon me, involving Jalen Hurts. I'm thinking about Joe Burrow in that game. That was just disgusting. What happened with him, but this dude is the truth, man. He's only 6'1" too. Doing this thing out there. It's crazy what's going on with the Philadelphia Eagles. Salute the COD in the chat. Will Bull, salute to you. Salute. CWE says, I won 1,400 betting that down. You called the Chiefs versus Eagles. Okay, so people got a lot of money on the line. A lot of people winning some money. It's easy knowing the games are fixed. I mean, how I don't know. So that's crazy. I mean, a lot of people predicted that. I tell you what, it's a rivalry going on. No matter what you want to say, the Bengals and Kansas City, I think they're going to see each other for a long time, years to come. This is not the last time we've seen these two foes, go at it with one another. I definitely doubt that. Salute to my man Uncle Vern in the building. We got COD in the chat. We got CWE. We got my man Rap God. Everybody's in the house tonight. Salute to everybody, man. Tell me what game y'all thought was the best tonight. CWE says the refs are continually making sure the Bengals lose. I don't know. That's going to be obviously the talk of the conversation tomorrow. Gamer Live Look says Pat winning the league will not let Hurts win because they don't want Hurts quarterback style as the future. A lot of people was talking about that. Even in that game, they talking about Jalen Hurts, this, that, and the third. And I don't know. I tell you what, Vegas is tricky. So I don't know where everybody got their money. I would have a side eye. Where Vegas is talking. Vegas is gonna lead everybody in the direction. Chris says couldn't score 12 points, so now I'm missing $50. That's why BI better than him. Are you talking about Middleton? Yeah. That's crazy. What's going on? With the Super Bowl matchup. Isaiah says the NFL is rigged. That's wild. I think that's a tricky call. But nonetheless, man, this was some good games. Tonight. I was very impressed with, like I said, with Jalen Hurts. I was very impressed tonight, with the Philadelphia Eagles. Nonetheless, man, a hell of a football team. And you see all the stars is out. Joel Embiid happened to be at the game, Kevin Hart. So Philadelphia is going to have a contingent of people behind them. Philadelphia is like right next to New York. It's not the tri-state area, but it's right down the block. So they very active out in Philly. So I wouldn't be surprised if Philadelphia had invaded that whole entire building. That's how much love I got for Philadelphia. They shout out to everybody in Pennsylvania, that whole area. The PA is crazy, and that's a tough crowd. To entertain. So they had little Uzi Vert as well. Bringing them out. So all of that was cool. It's been a long time since Philadelphia was on top. I'm pretty sure they thought the Carson Wentz of the world would have got them there, but it's not the case. So it is Jalen Hurts, man, going up against Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes today, he threw for 326 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Like I said, they won the game over the Cincinnati Bengals. Bengals, I know they're hurting. You seen guys crying on the sidelines. They was defeated tonight, 20-23. In the conference championship game, in the AFC championship game, this was hurtful. But I tell you what, Cincinnati, I would have never thought, especially right, and you never know where the Browns will be next year, because a lot of people think that Cincinnati's just going to run away with the whole entire division, and I thought so too. But who's to say that the Cleveland Browns, are not going to step in there? Who knows what's going on with, the Baltimore Ravens? So all of these things we have to evaluate. But I'm shocked, at what's transpired, with the Cincinnati Bengals, man. I'm surprised. I didn't see this coming, where they was gonna be perennial like this. So they're gonna have a long ways, in this situation where they could get back to the Super Bowl at any given notice. So I definitely want to assure the people that, the Super Bowl hopes, for the Cincinnati Bengals are very high. So there's no need to really get too upset. They got Joe Burrow there. You got Chase. They got a great foundation, and it's looking like with a guy like that, it's like you got ice water in his veins. And that's in Joe Burrow. You heard what he said. He's him. So I think he's going to cause a problem for a lot of people for a long time. But this was a tough loss for whoever was going to lose. It was going to be tough. Philadelphia, they kind of ran away with it. I don't know why people feel like, the NFL is not feeling, Jalen Hurts' play style. Jalen Hurts got a large contingent of fans, that rep for Jalen Hurts, and they beat down the San Francisco 49ers. People really thought the Niners was going to win. They had a lot of quarterback issues, quarterbacks getting hurt, all kind of stuff was transpiring. It was just downright sad what happened. Zen says shout out Zen Master, salute to Sky, shout out Lamont Simmons, because he gotta get out of Cincinnati. He'll never win there. I don't know. I mean, they knocking on the door, so I don't think it's nothing to feel like he need to move on. I think that's too soon. Sky, we all got 8. Salute to Lamont, and everybody in the chat. Put your Super Bowl picks down right now, too. Who y'all got in the Super Bowl? Who y'all got winning? Is it going to be the Philadelphia Eagles, or is it going to be the Kansas City Chiefs? Two electrifying quarterbacks, is going to go at it, to decide who's going to walk away with it. Who needs to win more? Who needs the Super Bowl more? Does Patrick Mahomes need it for his legacy? Patrick Mahomes is compared to a lot of different people. I think he need to continue to stockpile the chips. How devastating of a loss would it be if they lost to the Eagles? What team is better? I think Philadelphia rolling in with a lot of momentum. So it's crazy. And they beating these teams fresh. Have they been tested? I believe Kansas City will test them. Or no, are they going to just be able to run wild, in Kansas City? I don't know. Gamer says Philly has not played a good team all postseason. Kansas City is going to expose Philly. That's what a lot of people are saying. So we'll have to find all of that out. It's only time will tell. That's what I was just saying. Has Philadelphia have even been tested? And I know Kansas City is gonna do some things, but a lot of people thought that the Niners, was gonna beat them too. So, and they really they exposed them. Even though they had injuries, obviously they had the quarterback issue, but they knew they had these issues going into the game. Everybody was talking up their third string, Brock. People was very high on him for whatever reason, and things went left. Rico says, I grew up an Eagles fan, and I ain't put 20 on them. That's crazy. I want to see who all the people want to talk about their Eagles fans. I'm definitely impressed by them, though. Philadelphia, they did their thing. It's crazy. I wish the Giants could have took him out. If the Giants could have got him, I would have been happy. But, It is what it is. I wanted the Giants to win. CW says their defense was healthy. It's unfortunate what took place with the teams that got defeated, especially Cincinnati. I can't keep harping on what happened to Cincinnati. I'm disgusted. But they had their opportunity. He couldn't go down on that drive and score. That's Joe Burrow. And I feel like Joe Burrow did hurt himself. Looked like something happened to his forearm on that drive. He was favoring his forearm for whatever reason. So it is what it is. The Super Bowl is set. It's gonna be good. CWE says Eagles offense versus Niners defense. What happened? That's what I'm saying. What do people think is gonna happen now in the Kansas City game? So I think that the Eagles. I think the Eagles are the Eagles the favorite. I don't know what Vegas is saying. Somebody let me know if Vegas has put out a line on this game yet. I know they have. Let me know what the money line is on this game. That it's gonna be interesting to see. Between these two teams, it's just it's gonna be downright retarded. Between these two unbelievable, well coached too. Not don't get enough credit, for these two teams. Definitely, it's not the last days that you're gonna see them in the Super Bowl. You could believe that. These teams gonna be around for a long, long time. Because they led by these young quarterbacks, man. That's electrifying. A lot of people said the same thing about Lamar Jackson and his style of play. And now Jalen Hurts is receiving some of that. But clearly it's got Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles all the way to the Super Bowl in position to win it. So let's see. I think Hurts showed he could do it all. He could also pass it too. So it's looking like he could do whatever it takes. He's dedicated. You've heard what he did with his teammates. He's a leader. He's the leader of this football team. That's number one. Gamer says once the Niners knew Brock was out, the whole team mentally changed. It was a defeated trickle-down effect from the offense to the defensive side. That's facts. NFL hates quarterbacks like Lamar Jackson. I don't know. I don't put any stock into what Vegas odds are predicting. I know that's why you got to sometimes when Vegas is heavily favoring a team, you need to move over, to the other team, because that's the trick bag. There's a lot of that has happened. I've seen a lot of people, lose big, on those scenarios. It's give or take. You just gotta see what's happening. Sometimes it's an upset alert. You gotta evaluate. And they catch a lot of people, who don't really follow everything, don't know all the incremental details, so you just going off what Vegas saying. And that's never good, especially if you don't want to lose no money. That's just crazy. So it just don't make no sense. Like I said, right now, everybody in the chat, put your picks down right now. Who y'all got in this year's Super Bowl? We got a good one, like I stated before. The San Francisco 49ers took a tough loss today, and also the Bengals. Where do they go from here? I know that the Bengals are in good shape. I think adjustment here, adjustment there. I think their biggest problem is next season, everybody's going to be back. And look out for Cleveland, too. I'm high on the Cleveland Browns. I would not be surprised if they're in this position next year. They're going to have, it's going to be a challenge to figure out who's the best quarterback in their division. Their division is going to get stacked. It's getting stacked and stacked. And next year, everybody's going to be guns blazing. And I think the only team that you're going to have a question mark about is probably Pittsburgh. Don't be surprised what they might do. So, the NFL is tricky, man. Teams that you don't expect, mess around and be the surprise team of the league. So it's just, you just got to see what's happening. Hurts has definitely been balling. Shout out CWE. Jalen Hurts has been crushing. I don't even know what's going on with the MVP race, but Jalen Hurts will have to win it, right? I'm gonna check out the MVP race right now for the NFL because I know that race is definitely tight. I wonder who they're gonna give it to. It's gonna be a crazy call. Let's see what's going on the NFL MVP race. I'm checking the odds right now. What's going on? I know I see Mahomes, Burrow. That's crazy if they give it to Mahomes. Quarterback Patrick Mahomes. So right now I believe it's just Mahomes and Burrow. They're saying it's headlining. Josh Allen is in it. So this is crazy. And no Jalen Hurts. Yeah, Jalen Hurts is in it. Jalen Hurts is in the race. What it's looking like, and then also the wide receiver from Minnesota. So it's always good. It's always good to have a guy outside. You know, I don't know. I don't know if Uncle Vern, if your connection is good, but let me know what you're thinking about Jalen Hurts and Patrick Mahomes. I don't even know. I see you in here, but I don't know if your audio is right. You might have to join back in and leave and join back in if your connection not right. Yeah, but it's crazy with the MVP race. I think they're gonna give it to Mahomes. But you can give it to a multitude of different guys. Let me know who y'all MVP pick would be. Like I said, the picks is between Justin Jefferson, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Jalen Hurts, and also Patrick Mahomes. So, like I said, it's unusual for a non-quarterback. That's what they're talking about with Justin Jefferson. But he did his thing this year, for Minnesota. Gamer says Steelers Nation will be fine with our picks in the drive and having Kenny start from game one. We are okay moving forward. That's facts. That's big facts. You good now?
Yeah. Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah. Your connection was off last time.
I was talking all that time. I thought you was hearing me. I thought you was ignoring me. Okay,
Nah. I was trying to. I knew you was having some kind of technical difficulties.
Oh, okay, good. All right, yeah. Hey, Flighter. I'm sorry your team did win. That whatever team that was.
Well, I just wanted them to win. I didn't really care. I know I wanted the Giants, but I know that the Giants wasn't realistically, a Super Bowl contender.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I ain't surprised. Well, I ain't got a team, but my player didn't win anyway, so it don't really too much make a difference. But to be honest with you, I like to see things go as they always been going. I like to see who was it, Kansas City playing against Philadelphia.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on that matchup?
I'm thinking Kansas City gonna win it again because it seems like they always put themselves in the position too. It seems like it's a surprise that Philadelphia is there. I think Kansas City is there for a reason. They there because they good enough to be there. Usually, if you're good enough to be there, fighting goes to be a habit. So they got a habit of winning and going to the championship. You understand?
Yeah. No. Yeah. I completely understand.
Yeah. So it'd be the obvious to bet on them.
Are you familiar with? I know you familiar with Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
quarterback. Ain't it?
Yeah. And you got him going up against Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
How good is Patrick Mahomes?
Well, like I said, he's a MVP. He's an MVP player. He's a championship player. He led his team to the to the Super Bowl games, and he was one of them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's worth his way to go. He is what they say he is. Look at him bringing them back to again. Only ones be bringing teams back to championships, back to back championships are good players, and he lead the team. He's the quarterback. So I mean, he's a good player. That's obvious. It ain't no joke. It ain't no fluke with him. That dude Burrows, it was a question mark behind his name. Now it's still a question mark behind it, huh?
Yeah. You said
Well,
Joe Burrow.
yeah. Was it a question mark
Well,
behind Jay Burrow's name?
I don't think it was a question mark. I wonder what people are going to say tomorrow.
Yeah,
But I think the referees, definitely had a hand in that. Some of that.
yeah. So I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. But then you said when it come down to that MVP voting, Now, who do you see getting it? You said who you see getting it again?
Well, I can
It
see them
was
giving it.
Mahomes.
I can see them giving it to Mahomes, but I mean,
Yeah.
you got Mahomes in it, Jalen Hurts. You got the wide receiver in Minnesota. So I mean, it's intriguing to see what they do with it, and then also Josh Allen from Buffalo.
Yeah. Yeah. But I lost interest. I lost interest in the professional sports, really like especially with the football. I lost interest in them a long time ago. I just interested in one player. That's all.
I'm not when the next time he gonna go to the Super Bowl. You talking about um, Green Bay?
Yeah, and Rodgers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Riders.
that's over with. That's dead and stanky. Matter of fact, you know who my next favorite player gonna be coming into the pros?
Who?
Deion Sanders' son, Flight.
Shador.
Yeah, I'm looking for the future, Flight. It's all when you're old, Flight. All you can do is rely on it and hope for the future. You don't understand me, and I'm old, Flight. So I like to look towards the future, even if it ain't meant for me. I still want to look forward to it. So I'm looking up. That's when I'm gonna start watching football again, professional football. When he started get on this team and he started starting for him. Yeah, that's when I start back to watching it. That'll be it, Flight. I'm just now. See, the thing is, this is the point. My point is that I was gonna start back to watching football when it was Jackson State was playing, but I just didn't want to watch them playing against each other and beating each other up. I wanted to see good players play against other good players. So Colorado had came in because Sanders went there. So now my interest is right back on college football again because I want to see who they're gonna beat. So I'm interested in the ones that they're gonna challenge. So that's what my interest is right there. That's what I mean by sports. Like same way with boxing. You get the picture?
Yeah. I understand.
Yeah. See, my interest wasn't in boxing wasn't nothing. I can care less about a boxing. Then that young boy came in, that young boy come here tearing everything up. And now my interest is back on boxing again. That's the good thing about it. That's all it is, like that's what's happening with me. I try to stick with the champions. That's why I follow Flight Sports TV.
Right. So who you got in the Super Bowl?
Um, the going with the safe bet. The safe bet gonna be Kansas City.
So you think Patrick Mahomes is the safe bet?
The safe bet, Flight. He the one got him there. Seemed like Michael Jordan all day. You know what I'm saying? Like Michael Jordan bringing him back to another championship. I don't know if he gonna
No, I
win.
ain't gonna lie. I really think the Philadelphia Eagles gonna win. I think I'm with you when you talking about Mahomes being a safe bet. And I think
Yeah.
that's why I'm gonna root for the Eagles because they're not the safe bet.
Okay. They're the underdog.
I ain't gonna lose no sleep. Who wins?
Right.
Shout out Dave James. Let me know your Super Bowl picks, Dave.
Yeah. Hey, Flight. Let me ask you a question and be honest. When what's the name? Who was that? Georgia. When Georgia had played TCU, who was your money on?
Well, I mean, I
You
wasn't
didn't have a
really,
favorite. Okay, yeah.
yeah,
But you say bet would have been on Georgia because Georgia been there, done that, right?
right. I mean, that would have been a safe bet.
And that'd have been a smart bet too, huh?
It's possible.
Hey, boy, I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about, Flight. Hey, shoot. You know, if you gonna be good, show me you gonna be good all the time. There's just no one hit wonders.
No, that's facts.
Yeah, I mean, longevity, Flight. Yeah, but yeah, Philadelphia, they do good. They do good. Good. I ain't got no dog in this fight.
Right.
Yeah,
CW says I would bet on the Chiefs. The Chief. I mean, they do look like the most probably for sure pick.
it been that Flight. I mean, in the last 5 years, how many times they been to the Super Bowl?
But I still could see Philly rolling in and taking them out. Now that's the best part about this matchup. I think that's what's gonna get it real tricky in Vegas. As much as they safe, you can still see. I don't know if they're gonna blow out Kansas City, but I could see them, you know, being up by like 2 touchdowns or something crazy like that,
Oh, yeah.
putting pressure on them. They got a high-powered offense. I think we got to stop sleeping on Philadelphia's offense, especially with Hurts, his run and gun style. They protecting him, and then his receiving core is on point too.
Okay.
So they definitely look good out there. I like what I'm seeing. The Super Bowl is gonna be good this year. Kansas City, man. That's wild. They in a rivalry though between Kansas City and Cincinnati. That's gonna be an ongoing rivalry for many years to come. And then next year you're gonna have my man out there in Cleveland coming back. My man's gonna be a problem. Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson gonna finally get in the mix of this quarterback star-studded situation.
Oh, okay. I haven't heard his name in a long time.
Well, because he was going through all his issues. I don't know if you was familiar with the issues he was going through.
No, I wasn't. I ain't surprised. Everybody going through something nowadays. Flight intelligence is rough. Yeah, that was. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it makes absolutely no sense. CWE says maybe Philly's lost with that, so Eagles can win the Super Bowl. I don't know. That's wild. That would be crazy if the Eagles did win. There's gonna be a lot of people rooting for Philly. I think everybody gonna be rooting for Philly though. That's gonna be crazy. Philly got a lot of people, that's rooting for them already. But they got a large fan base. It would be more special, I think, if they won it. For Jalen Hurts, the city of Philly. I think Kansas City, they already won it already. It's just, stockpiling it for Patrick Mahomes and his legacy. Like I said, everybody compare. He might be better than Brady. He gonna pass them all. I don't know if people remember. These people was talking very high on Patrick Mahomes about how he gonna break everybody's record. He's dumb times two. He's this and this. So I think Mahomes is pressure on him to get this Super Bowl. It's definitely. I think it's pressure on him because if he lose, they're gonna ridicule him for it. They're gonna say it was the Eagles, this, that, and the third, the Jalen Hurts, and they're gonna have all these different things. But he going up against a formidable opponent. He got respect for him. He stated after the loss he's watching them all year long. So we're gonna have ourselves a collision course like no other. Those media days is gonna be good between Jalen Hurts speaking and Patrick Mahomes speaking. It's gonna be a crazy encounter. I forgot where the Super Bowl is even at this year. Somebody remind me where the Super Bowl is going to be played. I think it's going to be played in Arizona, if I'm not mistaken. So I could see Eagles win depending on how good Hurts play. That's what I'm saying. If he gonna be coming out the pocket, he's gonna be doing a lot of different things. I think he's gonna be able to show that he could pass it too. He's gonna show a lot of different stuff, man. He can mix it up. That's what he's gonna have to do. Because you know what you're getting from Mahomes. They almost lost today too. If Cincinnati didn't screw themselves, they could have won this game. But Cincinnati got nobody but themselves to blame. They was in the same situation as Kansas City. They needed to get down there, to get in the field goal range. And Cincinnati just couldn't get it done. The game was tied. I was like, damn. I wanted them to win bad too. I was rooting for Cincinnati because I wanted Burrow in the Super Bowl again. I knew if he go back to the Super Bowl, he definitely gonna win it. It would have been no question if Burrow was in the Super Bowl. I think it would have been a hell of a game. But I think since Cincinnati would have took him down. Who knows how many opportunities they're gonna have to be in this position. Like I said, next year gonna be a beast for all of these teams. So next year, nothing ain't promised. So your window, you better get it done now. And I see Philadelphia taking advantage of their window. They're looking to get it done right now. So that's all you can hope for. Let's see what they have in store. Super Bowl is always crazy. The commercials, everything, the performances. I wonder what kind of star-studded events they're gonna have. I think last time I checked, they was announcing some people didn't even sound intriguing, y'all. But it's almost like a national holiday, the Super Bowl. Big Jim deserves this. He was talking so much on his bills. Yeah, the Bills, man, they're gonna have to go back to the drawing board. They gotta figure out what they're gonna do with their future. It's definitely not looking good. Yeah, yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, it's wild. What's going on the basketball side, Uncle Van?
What, as far as what, in the NBA or what, Flight?
You can talk about the NBA. What's up with the Lakers?
Oh man, well, I heard they got them a new guy out of Washington. I heard they lost the other night. Matter of fact, I saw that on y'all show last night. They lost. Um,
Well, Hachimura. Yeah, they
yeah,
lost. Yeah, they
tomorrow.
lost a close one. To Boston.
Right. Yeah, the Boston show did. It was the Boston. Yeah, Zen Master didn't like that. Yeah, but yeah, Flight. Uh, I'm waiting for Zoe to get back.
Yeah, that's crazy. You see the reports involving that, right?
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. They wasn't sounding too good, too encouraging. But it's all right though. He'll be back. He'll be back sooner or later.
Yeah, he'll
Yeah.
be back.
Hmm. But no, it's been slow for me, Flight. Like I said, I've been watching other things, put my interest in other things. There ain't been too much happening on the basketball. I done gave up on the NBA basketball too because Melo ain't playing like I would like to see him play because the fact that the team he playing for, the people he playing for. Um, Shoot, that's about it. Dave playing Jello. You know, Lonzo caught up with the Chicago Bulls thing.
Yeah, yeah, it's messed up. They're gonna play Jello, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, we gotta have some more Jello news coming out.
yeah.
The Jello news has been crazy.
Mhm. And what's the name? He said he sounded real short as far as Lonzo and his injury and stuff. It seemed like he finna throw the towel in, the coach for the Bulls.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it sounded like he finna throw the towel in because he seemed like he getting tired of waiting on Lonzo. It seems that's what he's saying anyway. That seems like his what his conversation is about. He was on TV the other day talking about it. Oh yeah.
Yep. Rap guy says the 2 minute report came out and admitted Tatum fouled LeBron. Yeah, that was wild. I mean, I was gonna do a live stream on the LeBron situation, but I figured the theme could have been the Super Bowl, you know. But I mean, it is what it is, man. I'm ready for the Super Bowl. All eyes gonna be watching it, you know, no matter where you at in the world. You know, everybody gonna be descending on the Super Bowl.
Okay.
So like I said, everybody put your picks down and let me know who y'all got. You know, we will have something. I don't know if we'll go live for the game, but we will have some sort of coverage, whether via community time, via something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Torian says, yeah. Yeah, it's crazy out here, man. It was two good football games. Like I said, tomorrow's gonna be a hell of a talk, you know, about all of the news reports and everything. Can't wait till you hear Skip Bayless, you know, get the Shannon Sharp and the crew, you know, figure out what's their thoughts on what took place. I know they're gonna go straight for the referees like they always do, you know, but Cincinnati they got every right to be upset. I just feel like pain. Niggas, I was like, dang. I wanted them to win. I was rooting for Joe Burrow. I like him. I think Joe Burrow's an excellent, exciting quarterback.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You know who Joe Burrow is?
I heard his name before. That's about it. I just heard his name before. I don't even know who he played for.
Yeah. No, he played for the Cincinnati Bengals. They just lost to Patrick Mahomes. They took him down.
Oh.
But he was going toe to toe with him now. I mean,
Oh,
this
okay.
guy, yeah, they was tied up, you know, and it was messed up. Whoever got that field goal was gonna seal the deal.
Yeah.
And, it so happened to be your team. Y'all got a hell of a It was they kicked it. They had to punt it Cincinnati punted it, I think Kansas City messed around and got like 27 yards. That put them up kind of in good position. They had like, I think maybe like 30 plus seconds left.
Oh, okay.
So it was nothing for them to fling a couple different things and get them up for the drive, to get them in field goal range, and give credit to Mahomes, man. That's what he did. He did, like I stated, he did what Cincinnati couldn't do. They was putting pressure. They was double teaming all their receivers. Couldn't nobody get open. So it was crazy.
Oh,
But yeah, I just wanted to give my Super Bowl picks, to the people. Let everybody know what's going on involving the Super Bowl. Like I said, everybody put your picks down. Who y'all got? Y'all got Kansas City, or y'all got the Philadelphia Eagles. Shout out JRMBS. Burrow is better than Mahomes, in my opinion.
Joe Burrow, yeah.
Yeah, I like to know people's thoughts on that. Joe Burrow definitely did have ice water in his veins. I was rooting for Burrow. Like I said, give credit to Kansas City. Like I said, they had guys crying and stuff. After the game, when the plays were made, it's like I said, it was just fate, and they wanted it, and they got it. So we got to give them major props.
Yep.
Yeah, Super Bowl is set, ladies and gentlemen. Patrick Mahomes versus Jalen Hurts is going down. We're gonna pull back up tomorrow, man. We're about to shut it down. Everybody hit that like button, and most definitely hit the subscribe button. It's Flight Sports TV.
Flight Sports TV, man.
All right,
That's my dude. I rolls with him.
You heard what the man said. It's Flight Sports TV.